Next up, we have an ordinance appropriating funds for the Lake Conway Master Development Plan. We will hear from Mr. Lacey from the Chamber of Commerce.
All right. I think many of you know the Game and Fish Commission is planning a major redo of Lake Conway. It is a great asset for us in the city. We started visiting with them and with other officials and saw an opportunity that may allow us to look at recreation a little bit differently within the city limits on the lake. And we go to the next slide. We'll show a map. Yeah. So if you see the properties that are highlighted in pink, those are owned by the CDC. A lot of that property is in the floodplain and will never be developed. So that really provides us a great opportunity to start considering some of that for potential recreation land. That might be the case where we donate that to you to be a part of the city park system. That might be the case where we donate it to the Game and Fish Commission. I think those are discussions that happen later. But we went to a group that we consider kind of the leaders in park planning, especially for wetlands areas. It's this EDG group, Ecological Design Group. They've done Osage Park in Bentonville. If you've been up there, here in Conway, they did the Hendricks Creek Preserve. They also did the Clark Presidential Wetlands in downtown Little Rock. And so what we asked them to do was imagine a master plan for this property. They got out in kayaks and went all along that area. I think one of the great parts about that area is it's largely unspoiled, undeveloped. There's mature trees. There's just some really great opportunities here that we don't have in maybe other parts of the city. They really like the idea of looking to the west on how to connect it into some of the Stone Dam Creek Trail that you have going, and then to the north up Little Creek, which would connect in behind Home Depot where the Rays Grant Trail is going to come through. So essentially, if we can figure out what to do to the west as it relates to the railroad tracks, you potentially could have a complete loop around the city of trail infrastructure. That may look like boardwalks in the lake itself as it drains and they start rebuilding it. They really want to encourage kayaking, paddleboarding, maybe even you see those eco hut lodges. They want to look at some opportunities like that. And then obviously including additional fishing access for city residents. So this would be a master plan that would consider any and all things recreational as it relates to the lake on some of that property that we own, and then other property that the Game and Fish Commission owns. Oh, and we have both boards, the CDC and the Chamber together, have approved paying for half of the cost of the study. So we were coming to you to ask for the other half as a partner on this.
Brad and I met a few weeks back to talk about this, and that's why I wanted to bring it to the council to see if we could split the cost with them. The intent is to tie our Connect Conway Trail, as well as our other trails that were coming in, as well as the Greenway Trail that we're looking at, that Metro Plan is talking about bringing to Conway. This is a rare opportunity for us to use Lake Conway in a completely different way that we've ever used in the past. I love to fish on Lake Conway. I'm going to continue to do that. But this is going to allow families to bike or walk or still drive out and enjoy a day in the park along Lake Conway with boardwalk. And is this the area we're talking about islands as well, Brad?
Potentially, they've mentioned that there's an opportunity to create islands in the lake once it's drained that people could kayak to.
And as a city, when they start the lake drainage, we're going to look at what we need to do to clean out Stone Dam Creek and work on some of our sedimentation there, as well as some of our a large tree growth in it. Not our large tree growth, our brush. Let me rephrase that, our brush in that area. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Lacy. Council, any questions?
So how much money are we talking about?
The ordinance says 45,000.
Okay.
So
For
that
the
would be,
city.
that would be half of the cost
Mhm.
of the study.
You gonna include alligator feeder?
I'm staying out of the alligator business.
I was really directing it to the mayor.
Oh, okay.
I told you that the alligator and I have spoken. He's going to Louisiana. He's going to visit family.
I don't have a copy of
All right.
that.
Thank y'all.
ordinance.
Thank you, Brad.
I'll make a motion for the adoption of the ordinance 02349.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to adopt this ordinance. Any further discussion?
I guess I don't have a copy of that ordinance, or I missed. I don't know, there were 100 pages. Thank you.
Mr. Garrett?
Mel,
Aye.
Tisby,
Yes.
Mr. Jones,
Yes.
Ledbetter,
Yes.
Grimes,
Aye.
Ms. Webb,
Aye.
Ms. Tucker.
Yes.
That passes 7-0.